Hey everybody, welcome back to the show, or if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to click on this video. Today we're going to be talking about something really interesting. Those people who just seem to avoid crowds. You know the ones, right? Maybe are one? We're diving deep into the intriguing world of the chosen ones, but not in a superhero kind of way. We're talking about those amazing souls who always seem to gravitate away from the hustle and bustle. Stick around, it's gonna be fun. Okay, first things first. Chosen ones, or empaths, highly sensitive people, whatever you want to call them, often have this incredible ability to feel everything around them. It's like having a superpower, but instead of X-ray vision, they've got this supercharged empathy. Imagine walking through a crowded room and suddenly feeling a wave of anxiety, excitement, or even hunger from the people around you. That's their world, and it's a lot to process. It's like being at a party. But instead of music, you're hearing everyone's thoughts, feelings, and life stories all at once. No wonder they need a little break from the crowds every now and then, right? It's like sensory overload times 1,000. So next time you see someone looking a little overwhelmed in a crowd, give them a knowing nod. They might just be a chosen one, trying to find their zen amidst the chaos. You know how some people get energy from being around others? Well, chosen ones are kind of the opposite. They're like those rechargeable batteries. They need to plug into their alone time to power up. Don't get me wrong, they love people. It's just that too much social interaction can leave them feeling drained. Think of it like this. Imagine being at a fantastic concert, but you have to stay there for like a week straight. The music's great, the energy's high, but eventually you'd need a break, right? That's how chosen ones feel in crowds. They need their quiet time to recharge, reflect, and come back to their awesome selves. It's like hitting the reset button so they can shine even brighter. So if your chosen one friend cancels plans last minute, don't take it personally. They probably just need a little me time to recharge those superpowers. Let's be real, chosen ones are deep thinkers. They're the ones pondering the mysteries of the universe while waiting in line for coffee. They're the ones who analyze every conversation, every experience, and every stray thought that pops into their heads. And you know what? The world needs those deep thinkers. They're the ones who challenge the status quo, come up with innovative ideas, and remind us to look beyond the surface. But all that deep thinking requires some serious brain power. It's like their minds are constantly running a marathon, and crowds are like adding a bunch of hurdles to the race. So, if you see a chosen one lost in thought, don't be afraid to give them a little space. They're probably busy solving the world's problems, one thought at a time. Empathy, overload, handle with care. We talked about how chosen ones can feel everyone's energy, but it goes beyond just sensing it. They really feel it deep down. It's like they have this incredible capacity for empathy, which is amazing. They're the ones who truly understand what you're going through, offer a shoulder to cry on, and genuinely care about your well-being. But all that empathy can be both a blessing and a curse. Imagine absorbing everyone's emotions in a crowded room. The joy, the sadness, the anger, the frustration, it's a lot to handle. It's no surprise that chosen ones sometimes need to step back from the crowd to protect their own emotional well-being. They're like emotional sponges, soaking up everything around them, and sometimes they just need to wring themselves out. So if you notice your chosen one friend looking a little overwhelmed, offer them a listening ear, a warm hug, or maybe just a quiet space to decompress. Chosen ones, they're not afraid to be different. They've got their own unique perspectives, their own ways of seeing the world, and their own paths to follow. They're the ones who challenge the norm, question everything, and aren't afraid to stand out from the crowd, even if it means standing alone. And you know what? That's what makes them so special. They remind us that it's okay to be different, to embrace our individuality, and to never be afraid to be ourselves. But sometimes those unique perspectives can get lost in the noise of a crowd. It's like trying to have a deep conversation at a rock concert. It's just not the right environment. Chosen ones thrive in settings where they can truly be themselves, where their voices can be heard, and where their ideas can be appreciated. So if you're lucky enough to have a chosen one in your life, create those spaces for them to shine, listen to their ideas, value their perspectives, and let them know that their uniqueness is a gift to the world. Chosen ones often feel this deep sense of purpose, like they're here to make a real difference in the world. They're the ones who are passionate about their dreams, who are driven to make a positive impact, and who are always striving to leave the world a better place than they found it. They're like shining beacons of hope, reminding us that even small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect. But all that purpose and passion can be a lot to carry, especially when surrounded by distractions. It's like trying to meditate in a room full of puppies. It's adorable, but it's not exactly conducive to inner peace. Chosen ones need their space to focus on their goals, to connect with their inner wisdom, and to stay true to their paths. So, if your chosen one friend seems a little distant or preoccupied, don't take it personally. They're probably just busy saving the world, one step at a time. You know how some people collect friends like souvenirs? Chosen ones, they're not about that life. They'd rather have a few deep, meaningful connections than 100 superficial ones. They're the ones who value quality over quantity, who cherish authentic interactions, and who believe that true connection is a precious gift. Think of it like this. They'd rather have a small, intimate dinner party with their closest friends than a giant, impersonal rave. They crave those heart-to-heart conversations, those shared moments of vulnerability, and those connections that make them feel truly seen and understood. So, if your chosen one friend isn't into big parties or crowded events, don't worry, it's not you. They're probably just saving their energy for those special people who light up their souls. So there you have it, folks. 7 reasons why those amazing chosen ones might just prefer a quiet night in over a wild night out. Remember, everyone's different, and that's what makes the world so interesting. Whether you're a social butterfly or a proud introvert, embrace your uniqueness and celebrate the beautiful tapestry of personalities that make up our human experience. And hey, if you're a chosen one watching this, give yourself a pat on the back. The world needs your sensitivity, your empathy, and your unique perspective. Keep shining bright.